What up, y'all? This is your boy Westside Willie, pilot of the Bebop, coming in. I'm just letting y'all know that we will be departing from Detroit very shortly. So everybody get in their seats, sit down, relax, and if there's any thickums on this flight, you're invited to the cockpit.
Bebop, we got it on lock. Check your wristwatch. Tick-tock, time for lift off. You hear the stars calling. Baby, come and hold me tight. Cause the sky's falling in deep space, writing these jams. All I need is Jordan, don't look back. It's a price on your head, and they'll double that pay if you alive, not dead. These cats is new to these scenes and new to these walls, and when the shots start firing, they start to look for the door. Baby, don't get too close. I'm a cowboy. Wake up and see that I'm gone. I'm where the stars going. One thing I can say about life is that it's not born. And one thing I can say about us, we'll never stop hunting. I'm with my day ones, double shot, messing with my third eye. Brody wanna tag along, well we need a fourth mic. I plead the fifth. If the feds start catching up in space so long, I'm getting used to us suiting up with my day ones, double shot, messing with my third eye. Brody wanna tag along, well we need a fourth mic. I plead the fifth. If the feds start catching up in space so long, I'm getting used to us suiting up.
You are?
Mic check, mic check. Bebop Boys back. Welcome back to the Bebop Boys podcast, where we talk about
movies, anime, comic books, and all types of fly shit.
Thank you, fan. We have a fan in the studio today.
He's so excited. He's so excited.
Movies, comic books, anime, and all types of fly shit. What up, niggas?
What up, naysayer?
What up, ninjas?
I'll be a naysayer.
Yes, he did.
What are you gonna do about it?
Where's your trash? It's right
Behind you.
Jesus Christ.
What up, y'all?
God. Anyway,
Start.
what up, y'all? Yeah, I don't want to copy you, so go ahead again.
Yep.
Said what up, y'all? You're supposed to answer the question.
What up, naysayer? I said it again.
I like
Say what up, ninja.
What up, ninja?
Woo woo.
Woo woo. No, damn it. You tricked me. You tricked me. We don't have
Whoa,
any
you
Fago
really
in the
got him.
house. No Fago in the house. I thought about this real quick, guys, while we're on the topic of juggalos. I thought in a post-apocalyptic world like Fallout, juggalos survive because they're like cockroaches. And with Fago still around, they have the glass bottles. They use the caps like bottle caps in Fallout, except it's called Woot Loot.
Woot loot?
Woot Loot.
I think it would work.
I think so. The whole post-apocalyptic world is ran by juggalos and juggalettes. They have the carnivals, and you got to pay them with Woot Loot,
right,
which is just
being on a carny
Where's the
ride.
woot come from? What is the woot?
Woot is what they say.
That's just one of their phrases.
Do you think
phrase
people ever get them mixed up with Bloods?
get juggalos mixed up
Yeah,
with
they're
Bloods?
going whoop, and some Bloods, like in Detroit, they go whoop.
I don't think they really get those two confused.
They could. Somebody could.
There could be a blood that's a juggalo, so we don't know.
There
Juggalo.
are bloods that are juggalos,
Bloodgalo.
So they go
but they don't say
Bungalow.
woot. They say woot woot together.
Whoop woo woot woo. Anyway, so that's my contribution. That's they are Pokemon at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They are Pokemon.
Pseudo-wudo.
Digimon.
Digimon.
Digimon is funny as fuck.
Digital
I'm only 2 episodes into Digimon. I was laughing hard as fuck.
I love Digimon.
These niggas are 5 years old going through existential crisis. You know this nigga, bro. With that picture I sent you last night. This nigga was riding on the fucking wolf. And he was grimming the fuck out of this nigga for no reason. That's how he got introduced. He didn't even do anything. He just came in. This nigga was
Jealousy, bro.
mad as fuck. You're jealous. You just saw him.
It don't matter,
You
bro.
don't even know what he did yet.
We know people just like that.
You just mad that he's here?
We know people just like that.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I'm glad you brought up Digimon, because I was thinking last night about reasons why I like Digimon better than Pokemon. And another thing about Digimon is they give you people you can relate with. Like, each person has their literal own personality. Like the little dude who has the technology, what is his name? Izzy or whatever?
Little dork.
Yeah. If you like technology, that's your guy right there. You got the natural born leader, you got the sidekick / semi leader, the guy you just met on the wolf.
Yeah.
You got old girl in the dress with the cowboy hat. She wants to be a clothing designer. They all have their own individual personalities. Then you go to Pokemon and you got Misty, who's annoying as fuck and rude. You got Brock, who's an absolute pervert with zero personality, can only cook. And then you got Ash, who has yet to achieve his dreams.
Yeah, I think Pokemon.
He did.
Finally, yes.
Pokemon is like
20 years later.
I feel like Pokemon is really for kids, and like Digimon, I can't tell yet. But Digimon, I don't know. I can't see how that's for kids. These niggas are serious as fuck, stressed the fuck out. Fucking 5 years old with a bald spot on the computer. Like, oh my god, a missile just launched. It's coming towards Tokyo.
Yeah, dude.
5 years old. This nigga's like 5 years old. He said, if this missile hits Tokyo, Tokyo will be demolished.
They're 12. They're not 5.
That nigga's
Yeah,
five.
same thing.
That nigga is
12, 5. What's
five.
the difference?
They're 12.
That nigga is
They're
not
children.
12.
That's the little brother.
He-
Yeah, TK and Kari are 5.
That
Yeah.
nigga is not 12.
12.
That nigga, he's not 12. They ain't said nothing about age so far.
They will.
And 5 is the first thing I thought when I saw this nigga.
We gotta.
Out there drawing like chibi niggas.
Bro, this nigga's like stressed the fuck out. Tokyo is gonna get demolished. No
I'd be
fucking
stressed out too.
5 to 12, you don't know the word demolished. Like,
You do.
You
if your
don't know that
fucking
word.
Dad be demolishing them walls when he gets home.
yeah, well,
that's
maybe
true.
they might.
That's true.
They might know.
They got
demolished.
Japan got education.
I mean, we got
America
12-year-olds today knowing what ceasefire means.
Yeah, 12-year-olds today know what it means to hit the ground because bullets are flying in your school.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, did you really say that?
oh, I'm sorry. Did I
Yeah.
speak the truth? Yes, I did. That's crazy. No, that's Dad demolishing walls. I thought you were talking about how our kids know how to dodge bullets sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Not all the time. Not always lucky.
I was talking about how there's a video of kids celebrating the ceasefire in Palestine, and their kids celebrating the fact that they possibly won't get killed. Like, okay, that's cool for kids to have to worry about that.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing a kid should have to worry about.
But yeah,
except for in Digimon.
Yeah, Digimon.
Except for in Digimon.
And I mean, if we're living real life Digimon, then whatever. Like these.
Fuck with
niggas-
Digimon heavy.
These niggas were fighting.
Who's your favorite Digimon so far? You're only on episode
I've only
2.
seen 2.
Yeah, which one? You got to pick between the two.
Between the wolf and the dinosaur with
Yeah.
the helmet.
Agumon. Paper breath. Agumon's dope as fuck. Turns into War Greymon.
You're talking about Charizard?
Now War Greymon. That man's got arms. He shoots out missiles and
Are
shit.
you talking about Charizard?
No.
Yes, Charizard.
I guess I'm taking it. The wolf is your favorite. I'm just
Charizard
gonna,
was cool. I like the way the wolf looks.
he turns into his final evolution is fire.
The wolf? Why is
Which one's the final one? Is it the metal?
Metal Garurumon is final.
Oh, it's the one before that one.
Where?
Why is
Yeah.
the yellow and blue dinosaur called Greymon?
Yellow and blue.
Huh.
You talking about Agumon's
With the brown skull.
Yeah, Greymon.
Greymon. Oh,
He's talking about Greymon.
I was about to say, where's the blue at on him? Hold on.
His
Yeah, no, I know
stripes are-
Greymon.
His stripes are blue.
Oh, I always forget what color his stripes are. I just always focus on his cool ass skull helmet.
I like Skull Greymon. He's a little doper.
Yeah, Skull Greymon.
spoiler alerts. That's all. There's a spoiler.
I've never seen any
Just
of these
all the
things.
evolutions. Don't worry, they'll evolve.
I mean,
eventually.
But we all like to
Anjumon and Anjumon.
we all
Oh.
like to see 6-year-olds deal with world crises. These
All you are gonna see is just on the screen. Captain 12.
these niggas ain't 12, bro. At least the nigga behind the computer. That nigga is not 12.
His growth might have been stunted.
That nigga's a 5-year-old.
He might be 6.
That nigga's hacked the government system at 5.
Can you fact check us real quick? Oh, Antonio
All right,
is
there
fact
we go.
checking us. Anyway,
That shit, but I like it. It is good.
fuck with Digimon. Digimon gets so much hate for no fucking reason at all.
I think it just because of when it came out. It came out after Pokemon. Like,
It came out around the
I think
same
it goes back
time
to
as
that
Pokemon.
conversation that literally had last episode where just Pokemon, Digimon, since Pokemon got so big, they're just like, fuck you, Digimon. That's it.
Yeah.
Literally, that's probably
That's so
that's
annoying,
but it doesn't. I mean, like you came out after. You're clearly competing with Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, but it also means that you can actually write a better story. You see where they fucked up.
See, that's what I think about. I noticed that in like a lot of things that I watch in media is like something that's the first beginning of whatever it is. The story is always going to kind of be lacking. So it's like Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Star Wars, like stuff like that, that starts the medium that is now at the top popularity wise, but you see all the clones of it and people are always like shitting on them, even though objectively their story might be better because they know the formula.
Real
now.
quick, Star Trek was first.
Star Trek was first. He's right. Nope. Good call. Good fucking call. But Star Wars is the one that made it like
Bussin'.
like a cartoony story where anybody can grasp it, where it's not a whole political thing. There's a lot of politics in Star Wars, don't get me wrong, but it's more just like a hero, bad guy, go fight him, yeah. While Star Trek is a lot more political and adult.
As you move on.
Yeah,
Get deeper.
I like it so far. So thank you guys for telling me to watch that. Did you find out their age? You've been looking it up for 5 minutes. That means they're 5.
All of it saying 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and he's trying to find the one that says 12.
Because you're watching the new season, the one that came out in 2020, not the one from the 90s.
Yeah.
So
Wait, what?
he's 11.
Who?
Oh, you want Izzy or the cat? They were tied.
So the main dude is 11. Yeah. How old is Izzy?
Would you say there's a new series that came out?
Yeah, you're watching the one from 2020.
It was a reboot.
Oh,
Well, did you just remaster
Yeah,
it?
I saw
I guess. I don't know.
Quit screaming across the room. So a reboot came out in 2020 for the anniversary. So they took the first 2 movies, which are essentially prequels, and then they combined it into the regular lore and just made a new series. It's like over 60 something episodes. You get some new side evolutions and stuff for certain characters and stuff. It's pretty dope.
That's the one I'll have to watch.
Yeah,
I watched the original one.
It looks good.
it's very good. I watched
the
both.
OG. OG was fire.
Sorry, I don't have my game.
We're getting the age right now, guys. Pause with us for a quick second.
Oh, Izzy's 10.
Ain't no
Izzy's
fucking
10.
way. Ain't no way.
Izzy's 10.
Izzy's
Izzy
10.
is
People
10.
can be
Meet in the
shorter
middle.
and look not
Yeah,
their age.
meet in the middle.
Michael or Persia.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I'd say he was a year younger.
Yeah, and I looked 30 ever since 9th grade.
That's because white people age at speed.
Finally caught up.
White.
All right, you know what?
Respectfully, I love the 3 of you.
We do be Asian.
Yeah, we do be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That shit was wild. But we watched a lot of anime shit. Bro,
go ahead, do your rant. I'm gonna put my mic down. I'm gonna let you do your rant.
I'm mad as fuck. I watched this fucking anime called Inuyashiki The Last Hero.
I gotta look it up as you're going on. Because I want to see what it looks like.
So it's weird. It has like a 90s anime like drawing style, but the actual animation is like weird. Like it's like there's like CGI in it. Like it's weird as fuck. But so in there, these 2 guys get hit by a fucking UFO, and the aliens are considerate enough to bring them back to life by recreating them as fucking cyborgs. And one is an old man and one is a 17-year-old kid. And naturally, the old man ends up becoming a hero and the kid is a sociopath. So like he's just a villain. And what fucking pissed me off about that shit, it's that logic trail, that train of logic. The kid goes on a killing spree from the moment he gets powers. Like as soon as he gets powers, he's just like, oh, look what I can do. He goes to show his best friend, like, oh, I can do all this shit now. And his best friend was like, first he shows him like he opens up into like and shows like the engine in his back and like all kinds of shit. Like he can split apart. And his friend was like, what the fuck? And then they go, and then he starts like getting gradually darker, like showing him the things that he can do. Like he can control magnetic pulls and make cars crash. And like, he can like with a swipe of his finger, like transfer money into like people's bank accounts and like do that kind of shit. So his friend is like, yeah, I can't fuck with you. Like, he's like, I don't fuck with, like, I can't fuck with killing and I can't fuck with stealing money. Like, that's not cool. And his friend was like, okay. And then just leaves. But then he goes down a street, turns around in a circle, points at a house, goes inside, and kills the mom. Like, and he can like his finger is a gun, like with no bullet, just like shoots you with air. And so he kills the mom, kills the dad. The dad is in the tub with his like baby. The baby drowns under the dad. The sister, like, then the daughter comes home, and that is like, there was a viral video of like a guy talking to a girl like that was crying about One Piece. And like he's like, "What's your favorite anime?" And she's crying.
I've seen this clip.
It's
Holy
that
shit,
clip.
it's from that.
It's that clip. And she's like, he's like, "What's your favorite anime?" She's like, "One Piece." And then he's like, oh, she's like, "Is my father and brother still alive?" And he was like, "We're talking about One Piece right now." like it's from that.
He's just like me.
So whoa.
I like to talk about One Piece.
I just said he killed a kid.
The One Piece part we're taking. It's the One Piece part.
He's just like,
We're talking about One Piece.
So he then he kills the girl, and then the old man, because they can hear everything at once. Like they have like Professor X powers, basically. Like they can hear everything going on.
Professor X reads minds.
But he could hear everyone's thoughts.
Yes, okay. I'm just making sure because I don't want anybody coming at you like Professor X doesn't have enhanced hearing.
There was literally a whole moment in the movies where he went crazy because he could hear everyone's thoughts at once, and he could hear people
Yeah,
crying.
you know the internet is going to talk about they're going to say, "Oh, he's talking about his ears." No, okay.
But he
clearing it up real quick.
So he could hear everything. So he heard this girl crying and shit. So he found her house and walked in. The kid shoots him in the head, and then the kid walks out thinking he killed him. He stands up. The old man stands up, and then the kid turns around and he's like, What are you? And then that's how the episode ends. And then the next episode is just normal. So you know that this guy is out here and you're just going about your life like normal. And then every time that the kid does something, he's just like on the news. Like he watches the news and he's just frowning. Go get him. Like, what the fuck? like what the fuck? And then the kid's friend realized that there was another one like the other kid. So he was like, because there were stories going on about this guy who was like a hero of Japan because he was going around healing people. Like they could heal people just by touching them, like of cancer, of like any disease, their broken bones, whatever. They could heal people just by touching them. So this guy is going around doing that, knowing that this other guy is out here killing people. But whatever. So the kid finds him. So then that makes it make less sense why you're not going after this dude, because the dude came to you for this reason. So the nigga doesn't do anything really heroic until like there's this one fucking episode that's wild as fuck. Wild as fuck. That one episode was like the wildest shit I've probably ever seen in an anime. It was a fucking Yakuza member standing in like an apartment naked, facing out the patio. And then there's a girl naked on the bed. And then he calls someone. He's like, "Yeah, this girl OD'd. Come get her." And then some like his grunts come and drag this girl off the fucking bed. Then the next scene is him walking into a sauna naked again. And there's two people sitting on one side, and then there's one dude sitting in front. When he walks in, he's like, "Move." And then the two guys to the left leave. The guy that was sitting in front of him was like, "Are you stupid? Go sit somewhere else." And then he walked up close to him. He was like, "Suck it." And then the next scene was like a mirror reflection of him face fucking this guy. And then the guy was like, I'm sorry. He was like, "No, keep going till I come." I was like, what the fuck is this show, bro? And then that Yakuza member goes on to kidnap a girl that works at a fucking food stand who's married to this poor guy. That girl, they inject her with drugs. She gets away, goes back to her husband. The Yakuza member finds her at her house, kills her husband, and takes her again. And then the old man comes and he like repairs the guy, and he tried to stop him, but he got knocked out by like they were like shooting him with like a bunch of bullets or whatever, and it can't kill him, but it'll like disable them for like a few minutes. So he goes back and finds him, and he like kills. He doesn't kill them. He disables like he blinds and paralyzes every Yakuza member at the house, like everybody there. But that was the first time he fucking did anything. And then later on, he ends up running into this kid because, mind you, this kid has blindly killed like entire families out of nowhere for no reason. There's like 10 families. And then when they catch him, like they figure out it was him, he goes on the run, and then his mom kills herself because of what he did. So then he goes and kills all of the press.
As you should.
And then he's still in hiding. The police come find him. He kills all the police. Then they can hack into like TVs and like any kind of media. So he was hacking into people's, no, I'm sorry. Is it 4chan? They got 2chan in here. But like people were talking shit about him on 2chan and saying that his mom should have killed herself and blah, 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 blah. And like, so he hacks each one of those people's phones and kills them. Then he hacks TVs and starts just killing people in general. Just like, whatever. This fucking old guy is out here. Like, you are the only person that can fight him. What the fuck are you doing? So this nigga starts killing people, and then he literally said, today I killed 100 people. Tomorrow I'm going to kill 1,000 people. And then nothing goes on. Mind you, while all this is happening, the old man is still going to work. Like coming home from work, like whatever, so the next day, this nigga starts pulling planes out of the air, like, and they're crashing into buildings and shit. And then the old man does go, and he's like, the first like 5 planes do crash, but then the old man finally shows up and stops some of them. And then that's when they meet and fight, and like the first time. And the old man like rips his fucking arms off and shit. Like he didn't kill him, but he ripped his arms off and ripped part of his head off or whatever, and blah, 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 blah. But then his daughter was trapped in one of the buildings that got hit by a plane. So she fucking died. And
is this country not going in like a state of emergency at this point, bro? Bunch of planes, terrorist attacks everywhere, and they're just like, fuck, shit's bad out there.
If that were to, that's like the other thing that trips me out about fucking anime and just any like movie, even movies, like real action movies. If this were to happen, other countries would intervene.
Yeah, dude.
If you were in Japan and this was happening, the U.S. would send shit over immediately because they know that this is a threat.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
They know that this is an existential threat. So regardless, so this kid like basically stops him from reaching his daughter, and like, but he ends up finding his fucking daughter, bringing her back to life, blah, 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 blah. So he defeats this kid technically. Okay. Oh, mind you, I don't know if I said this, but the kid killed the entire police force too. Okay. So at the end, there's a meteor coming towards Earth. This is 12 episodes. Like, shit went left ever since you niggas got powers. If you didn't get powers, like, y'all would still be eating sake, or ramen and sake, like whatever, chilling. Like, so all of that happens. Like the old man obviously goes to try and dismantle this asteroid. He's like blazing through it, like trying to rip it apart, basically trying to change the trajectory of the asteroid. And then the kid shows up in the same way that he just showed up in the beginning. Cause like when the old man was in the park crying because like he found out he had cancer and his family like doesn't care about him. So he didn't even want to tell him, blah, blah, blah. So, and then he looked up and this kid was just standing over his shoulder. And then like, this is how the kid showed up the same time. And he was like, the kid was like, basically he did what you would expect him to do. He's like, yeah, even I care about people. So he says, I've run the simulations. So if I self-destruct, it will throw the asteroid off its course. So he does it. Cool. It's not enough. So the old man has
Not enough.
The old man has to fucking detonate too. So they both killed themselves to save Earth. What the fuck was the point of that show?
Oh, that's how it ends. Okay.
That's how it ends.
Was that the end of the story?
That's how it ends.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So the good guy and the bad guy killed themselves.
Didn't get
so
anything
so
out
the
of
bad
that.
guy's sacrifice meant nothing.
Didn't get anything out of that.
Also, I don't know.
There was like, what the fuck?
Would you be happy to know that there's a live action movie of it? We should watch it.
I'm down. To do
I
I'm 100%.
want to see that face fucking live action.
Allegations.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why did they do that? Why did they do
It's
that?
surprising how much live action anime movies there are in Japan.
But like, why though?
I know.
Why? But like, so the thing. So
Somebody liked it. Somebody liked
aside from the fact that that was stupid as fuck, I noticed too. So one, there are people that like just dark animes and shit. I don't like dark anime without a story. Like this doesn't really like. There's not enough like story to it. Like there's not enough substance. Like
Doesn't seem like there was any story.
like I don't. Yeah. Really. Like what if there was something you were supposed to get from that? It was not clear. Like
Yeah, I don't know what you would.
it was not clear.
Just-
Like
Intervene more. I don't know.
I don't like wait to get turned into a machine. To
Jump in.
your life will have meaning when you get
Dude.
UFOs aren't that bad.
Just look at this. Look, that's live action shot. Dude, I can't imagine what that would be like. Dude.
Jesus.
It looks like a commercial for like toys or something.
It looks like that Sprite commercial with Drake.
It does, yeah. It does look like a Sprite commercial with Drake.
God.
bro. That shit was.
Looks garbage. Came out in 2011.
I'm not gonna say it's terrible,
2018.
but that was not enjoyable. And then especially with shows like that, bro, I get so mad because I gotta finish it once I start it. But I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like that shit. And then, but there was a lot of One Piece references in there.
As there should be.
That, like he lived next to a writer whose name was Oda.
Of course.
And then they mentioned One Piece before.
You know how
Probably
bad
just a
Oda's
One
got to
Piece
be
fan.
that he's in this shit? He's just,
Bro, imagine like the guy that writes that meets Oda, and then like,
I made this anime. all
yeah, I
about
made this
you.
anime. Like, I talked about you a lot. Let me know what you think. And you see him the next
Why-
time.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Watches an anime with no personality whatsoever. Oh, man.
bro, I was like it was really like wild as fuck. Bro, that shit. It is.
New manga dropped today.
Yeah.
Ooh, manga drop Sunday.
So
Yeah, Sakamoto
don't watch
Days.
that.
New
Don't-
chapter of Sakamoto Days.
don't watch that show.
Don't watch Inuyashiki.
Inuyashiki. Yeah, and it's like I don't know. Like it reminded me of something that me and you talked about before about like me and you about story shit. Like there's like a lot of shock value in there, and there was a lot of like violence and a lot of that shit, but like if the story's not there, bro,
It
it's
didn't
just
mean
not-
anything.
It doesn't
It was
mean
just-
anything.
yeah.
Yeah, like
I
it's
get
just
what you mean.
it's just not there. And then like
It's equivalent to American action movies.
yes, that's what
Yeah.
that's
That's what I
actually
was-
why I
yeah.
don't like American action movies.
I went on a rant the other morning at work, and I think I confused everybody because it came out of nowhere. It came out of fucking nowhere. And I was just talking about how, in my opinion, Keanu Reeves is not a good actor. He's not a good actor. He's a great action star, but that's completely different. Action stars are different. And I said the John Wick movies are good movies if you're looking for an action movie, but if you're looking for a movie with story, that's not it. Like they're loose. Like John Wick 1, yes, the story is not bad. You know, he gets revenge for them killing his dog, which was the last gift his wife gave him before she died of cancer. Yeah, I get that part. Then you have 2, 3, and 4, which is just like we don't really need it. They're fun, but there's literally like no, and people are like, there's point to it. Like he got back in, like, and then, but it's like you loosely based the storyline off of this.
Yeah.
Like, you mainly just did it because you want to do some sweet fucking action scenes. Which again, don't get me wrong, I love the action scenes, but there's no meat to it. There's no heart. There's no story. Like for example, in The Raid or Yip Man. Yip Man about, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, or for the American watchers, IP Man.
Yeah, I think it is it.
It's Yip Man.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I think it might be that.
But I mean, that's based off of Bruce Lee's teacher and then Japan invading China and stuff like that. Has a backstory with very good fight scenes.
Yeah.
There is heart to it. So that's, some animes are like that, where it's just like, it's just, oh, I know how to fucking draw. Cool.
Yep,
Yeah.
I was gonna draw.
There's no actual heart to it. But
Yeah.
there's I feel like that's in every medium.
Like, and then with that, and it is definitely in every medium. But then it's like, I think what we touched on before that was like that, like if there was a message to be gotten, or like if there was something that you were trying to get across, it's your job to get it across. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to have to guess or try and figure it out. Like, that's your job to get that across. Like, that's really like the whole.
It's your job to get it across if that is what you're going for.
Exactly.
Because if you do want something to be up for interpretation, then that's cool. But if something is so vague that so many people are coming up with their own interpretations, and you're just like, no, all those are wrong, it's just this one, then why didn't you make it that obvious?
But I feel like even things that are supposed to be up for interpretation, you're supposed to make it clear that it's up for interpretation.
Oh, of course. Like end of Inception.
Yeah, like they when it's clear that it's like, we're leaving this up to you, that makes sense. Or even like weird movies like fucking Donnie Darko, or like whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
like
that's a really good
like do your like, it's weird on purpose. Like, this is how it's supposed to be. And even then, like, you kind of get that it's weird on purpose. Like, you get that this was like, okay, like, or even like fucking Nosferatu.
Woo!
Nosferatu, like this new Nosferatu is clearly an art piece. Like, it's like, it that's what it is. So it's like, I don't like when you can't tell what something was supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. Interesting. Fuck that show.
Yeah.
I also watched this other one called Osan the Newbie Adventurer. Bro, the title's long as fuck. It's literally called like Osan the Newbie Adventurer Trained to Death Becomes Invincible.
Okay. Yeah. Those. Yeah.
That shit was good though. I actually did like that one.
Like
But
the
it-
whole thing. Like you watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it was like 12 episodes.
Oh, okay. You just been
I was
short
sick.
animes.
I got sick the day before my birthday, so I was just watching shit.
Boo.
But
Boom.
that one was good too. That one kind of felt like a little One Piecey. It had a little One Piece feel to it, like with the messages and shit that were behind it. You know, that like it had like a empowerment like a thing, because like it's about this guy who like becomes an adventurer at 30. Like when in this world, like people become adventurers when they're in their teens, and he wanted to become an adventurer since he was a kid, but he started late and he didn't start till he was 30. And I guess an Osan is like a receptionist or something. Like they're like a receptionist for the adventurers. So like adventurers come to them to get their missions and to get paid. And like he switched from being that to being an adventurer, but like he got trained by the strongest people, the strongest adventurers in the whole world. But like you're not supposed to be able to get stronger. Like if you don't start when you're younger, you're supposed to not be able to train.
This sounds exactly like Kaiju number 8.
It's similar, but with Kaiju number 8, he ate the fucking bug and became OP. This guy,
They're adding Kaiju number 8 to Fortnite.
oh, that's dope.
Already?
That's dope as fuck. But this guy like literally trained himself to death. Like he like with the strongest adventurers in the whole country, and like they trained him to death and then brought him back to life so he could train more and like that kind of shit. So he became like strong as fuck in 2 years. So he's the lowest rank, but he's strong as fuck. Like,
from you just explaining this, my interpretation from it is, no matter how old you are, follow your dreams.
Always get it.
he literally says that. Like he says, like
Exactly.
how.
And look how you didn't even tell
You
me
didn't
the
even
whole
have to
show.
tell you.
The other
Like,
show,
He literally
still no
said,
idea
like,
what it's
why does
about.
it matter when I started? Like, like
Exactly.
blah, blah. And like because he what there's like 4 areas that you can get strong in, and be like magic reserves is like the one area that you do have to train when you're younger. But because he couldn't do that, he got strong as fuck in every other one, and he didn't need, so it like over or outbalanced that. So then he's like as strong as these strong ass motherfuckers, but he doesn't believe it because like he's like he like has self-doubt, and then he has like self-doubt, and he struggles with like with the rank thing, because he's like, I'm only an E rank, like the strongest is S rank. He's like, I'm only an E rank, oh, you know, whatever. And he like he fucks everybody up, and then he's just like, if by the end of it, he like, now he's like, okay, I'm stronger. But like, yeah, like the message at the end of it is like, it doesn't matter where you start, just like as long as you start.
Yeah,
you know, like
that's all. Put your hole into it.
What'd you say?
Put your heart into it. Sorry.
Put your mic down.
You can put your hole into it too, though, if you want to.
What hole?
Put your hole back into it.
Is it possible to put a hole in a hole?
You can put a hole in a hole if the hole's bigger than the other hole. Yeah. Go ahead and ponder on that. It could be any hole. You went straight to butthole. That's on you. I was talking about just if you took a small hole of dirt and then you dig a bigger hole around it, you're technically putting that hole in that hole. But anyway, so this ranking system seems similar.
It was very similar to
Solo leveling.
Yeah,
which
like
has been peak.
Oh my fucking
has
god.
been peak.
Oh my fucking god.
PEAK.
Solo
I know the
leveling.
spell.
Goddamn. Solo
Have you watched
leveling.
it yet? Oh, you're fucking up. You
What the
would
fuck,
love
Matt?
solo leveling.
Yeah.
What the
You're
fuck,
fucking
Matt?
up, dude.
Matt, what the fuck, Matt?
Dude, I've been watching Better Call Saul. I've been watching live people do live things, not these cartoonies for the kids.
Take your fucking glasses off.
Why?
Put them back on.
Jesus. Oh, no.
Put them back on. Your glass eye is gonna fall out. That bro, solo leveling is
Solo
fucking
leveling.
phenomenal. But solo leveling already is like, it was good. The first season was good, but god damn, they doubled down.
Solo leveling did what all these other shows are like trying to do, which is annoying. We're like, what's the one we just talked about that you guys watched? Squid Games. Squid Games. Where like their season is a build up to something bigger.
Yeah.
And then House of the Dragon did it too, where their season 2 was the build up to season 3, where season 3 is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Season 1 of Solo Leveling was somewhat of a build up to him being like important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like him having this power, him really making a difference now.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, the build up in Solo Leveling season 1 was phenomenal. Like, they was a little slow at the beginning, and then it just like, I didn't even realize how much he had changed in appearance wise.
Yeah.
Until season 2.
Yeah, he changed.
But
a
he
lot.
looked like that at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
But like
He got a new haircut.
yeah, and he got taller.
Yeah.
And he got bulkier, bigger. Yeah. But season 2 starts off on 10 immediately.
Yeah.
No fucking joke.
Did you read the manga before it?
No,
It's like an online comic.
There's
There's a name for it. I can't.
it's a Korean manga.
Because I know it's like it's a big deal. Before the anime came out, I've always heard.
What are those called again?
I can't remember what they're.
God damn, I've read a few because God of High School is one. God of High School is one. God of High School is really good.
I can't think of what it's called, but like that
Dakai or something.
I'll look it up real
that
quick.
meme where like it shows like the statues and like the big like thing, the statue sitting in a on a throne, and then everyone
Oh, yeah,
bowing
yeah.
before it is
Yeah.
from Solo Leveling.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
that shit was wild as fuck. That episode, it's not the first episode. Is it the first episode?
Which
It's
it's
like it spans the first to like the third episode, but that like those episodes are on par with like fucking what's the fucking one? Dead Man Wonderland.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or like Attack on Titan. Like
very dark.
boy, god damn, that shit takes a hard ass turn.
Yeah,
Like that shit was crazy. But
yeah.
season
Animation
2
fire.
season 2 has been fucking crazy already because season 2 has been like, I don't know, it's just like so fucking it's a lot, bro. Like the action in there is crazy.
Season 2 doesn't feel like the start of a season. Season 2 feels like we're jumping
Yeah, you're
in
a
to like a
continuation.
mid-season.
But I think that's what like that's the difference between what you were talking about with like Squid Games. I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the same for House of the Dragon.
Well,
but
House of the Dragon season 2, season 2 was just a build up to this. They kept edging you in every episode, like the war's
Yeah.
about to start, and we had one battle scene.
well, what I'm saying though is like Squid Games might be different from House of the Dragons in this, but I think the difference is what is this? Solo Leveling was already written. So like it's an adaptation, whereas like Squid Games wasn't supposed to have a season 2, and then you have to go back and write a season 2 from this thing that was
Yeah.
supposed to be already finished. You can tell when that's what's happening. Like, so I don't know if I know that
House of the Dragon does have books.
I know that Game of Thrones was a book. I didn't know if House of the Dragon.
Well, so
It is.
what makes it like the thing about Game of Thrones compared to House of the Dragon, because I was actually gonna bring up Game of Thrones talking about finales, because Game of Thrones really set the standard for how I expect seasons to be made. If you look up the ratings of all the IMDb, like the finale episodes of all the Game of Thrones other than season 7, 8, that finale, all of them are rated 9.8, 9.9, 9.9, because they finish. It's like the final episode of all those seasons is a finish to what you were going through the whole season, but then immediately will give you like, okay, now I know what I'm going to be expecting next, and I'm excited for what's happening next, but I'm satisfied with what happened already. Now, Game of Thrones is a storybook. If you read it, you're reading it from the characters' perspectives. It's a story. House of the Dragon books, it's not a story. It's actually written like a history book. So if you're reading the House of the Dragon book, it's just talking like, this happened here at this place at this time. This person did this person did that.
that's kind of dope. Actually.
So they're kind of
but
it's
even in
people's
that-
different perspectives in that timeline.
yeah.
But even that gives people like that leaves it up into to interpretation. So like, so where it's possible for them to do the constant fucking edging thing,
Yeah.
like they didn't
They
have
did
to.
it terribly in season
They didn't
2.
have
House
to
of
go
the
that
Dragon.
direction. So it's like you can tell a lot of times, like what we're even talking about, like you can tell that they're trying to build off something that wasn't there or that was already done, or like you're trying to like pull inspiration from what this was like versus telling a longer story.
Yeah.
Like if it's a serialized show, you're supposed to be telling a story that's ongoing. So and like Squid or Solo Leveling, you can tell like they boy, goddamn, boy.
So good.
All right, let's debate this part.
I fuck with
let's
main character.
let's debate this right here.
Is it gonna be? It's gonna be a spoiler for people, I'm assuming, because we both disagree on this.
Fuck them niggas. So there is a part. The main guy from Solo Leveling. Long story short, Solo Leveling. The guy there's these characters in this world called hunters. Hunters have like special abilities, so they can fight these beasts that randomly started appearing 10 years ago. Like
Through gates.
Like gates just open up in random places. Like a gate could open up in the living room, and then you got to go in there and kill whatever is in there before they come out into the real world. So, but like you can tell like what power level the things in the gate are by what the gate looks like. And so this main character was it's similar to the show that I was just talking about, where it's like you're not supposed to be able to power up. Like whatever power level you are when you awaken is like that's your power level. He had some shit happen where he was reborn and he reawakened, and like now something chose him to be like a player in a game. So like now his life is like a video game where he fights things and he levels up from fighting the thing. He gets like new weapons, he gets like new powers, like all kinds of shit.
He's like playing an actual RPG.
He's playing like his hunting is an RPG game. And so he gains this power towards at the end of season 1 of being a necromancer. Like he can raise things from the dead and they will work for him. So in one of the episodes, there's a part where he's on a mission with a hunter mind you, he's still acting like he's E rank. He's still acting like he's the lowest power level, even though he's not at all. So he goes on a mission with this guy who's like the second to strongest power level, and there ends up being things in the gate that are stronger than they thought.
It was originally a blue gate, which is tame. It's a tame gate.
It's a B or a B ranker.
Yeah. But when they get in, the gate ends up turning to a red gate, which is like an S rank.
Like the strongest
you can deal
things
with.
have to go in there.
Yeah.
So he goes in there, and then the strong guys, a lot of these people in here are dickheads. Like a lot of them are assholes, especially the strong ones. Like if they think they're stronger than you, most of them are assholes to you.
And will kill you.
Because whatever happens in the gate stays in the gate, whatever.
Nice. Okay.
So
Cool.
when they get in there, they realize like there's some kind of a danger level or something like that. So the strong guy who's leading the team says, I'm going to take a few people with me. We're not all going to survive as a group. So you guys go in one group, and sends the main character with these other 3 people, and then with the 3 weak people. So he's essentially leaving them to die. And then he takes the next 3 people, which are like his friends, and like goes and wanders off. They weren't run into why the fucking gate turned red. Like there's like these ice elves, and them niggas are for no games.
Fire.
No games. So that all this nigga squad gets killed, and the strong guy runs away. Meanwhile, like the main character is like, he goes off on his own, like with these people. He sets them up to the side, and he's just fighting people or whatever, like these bears and beasts and shit. So that strong guy finds him later on, and the ice elves find him at the same time. The strong guy goes to confront all the weak people and like, my friends died because they didn't have supplies, and you guys stole all the supplies. You didn't tell us you had supplies. If you guys don't answer me in 3 seconds, who gave you these supplies, I'm gonna kill you. And then he counts down to 1. The main character comes at him, smacks that nigga in the head. That nigga falls down, flies out across the field, and then the ice elf pull up. The leader of the ice elf starts talking, whatever. They all start fighting, whatever. While they're fighting, though, this is the debate thing. The main character is like, he because he's a necromancer, he has like an army of soldiers that are like dead, that are like fighting on his behalf. And he's fighting the like king elf thing. He does something that like makes a blind happen. The main or the strong leader of the hunters comes at him while this is all happening. It's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And he runs at him. He kills this guy, or he uses one of his things to kill this guy, and then raises him immediately. Like turns him into a soldier immediately. And to me, that felt kind of gross. I was like, that's kind of weird, bro. Like he fucking like instantaneously used this nigga in battle after killing him. And I'm like, that's kind of gross. Nick doesn't think so.
I disagree because, mind you, if we're breaking it down the captain automatically wrote them off all to die. He did not give a fuck about the weaker people, wrote them off all to die. He seen himself as the alpha, ran with his pack. Then his pack ended up dying. He blamed the weak people because they had someone actual solid on their team, blames them for all his people dying, then tries to kill them for it, which makes zero sense at all. And then while the main character's fighting the leader of the Ice Elves, he realizes he's still not strong enough to defeat the leader of the Ice Elves, even with his strong resurrected partner. What is it, Icarus?
Ingress, I think.
Ingress? Ingress is strong as fuck. Ingress is even stronger than the main character.
Oh.
So, but those two together still are having a struggle with the king of the Ice Elves. So he sees, mind you, the captain of the Hunters is an A rank. So
I don't think Ingress is stronger than the main character.
he said that in that same episode.
He's not stronger than Ingress. He killed Ingress by himself
He
before
did.
before he
but
could raise
even in that
anything.
episode, he says, "I still think you're stronger than me now." He said it in that episode.
I didn't see that.
Ingress, he had Ingress kill a bunch of people, and then Ingress came and kneeled to him, and he said it. He was like, "You're like, even now, you're probably still stronger than me." Which, why I was like, "Damn." That's why I was like, he's seeing the A rank captain running at him, and he was like, if anything, he's just going to be an obstacle. He's just going to be an annoyance. So why not add him to the ranks? Because he at least recognized that he's strong. He's an A rank.
Yeah.
Why not? So he killed him, immediately resurrected him, so they could fight the Ice Elf 3-on-1. And they ended up winning the fight.
I think he could have.
So I seen it as a tactical thing, and also fuck that guy. That guy's a dick
I mean,
anyway.
He could have fought the guy with Ingress. Like, he didn't even try to at that point. By that point, he didn't even try to fight the guy with Ingress. But I think he could have beat him with Ingress, but he could have like, it just would have taken him longer. Like, but the reason why I'm saying that it like feels gross is because that's the first time he's raised a person. Like, his whole army is comprised of the people that he was fighting to get that power to begin with.
Okay,
Like,
so they weren't falling.
No,
none of them are humans.
they were already dead.
Okay, I thought
And
they
then-
were like part of the squad that died.
And then
Okay.
Ingress was like, so first he fought Ingress. I hope that's his fucking name, because we've been saying that shit. Antonio, can you look up solo leveling Ingress?
I have it already up.
Ingress,
The character.
if that's his name. So first he fought Ingress, like he was like, because he has to go on missions to level up and get these powers and like yada yada yada. So he first fought him thinking, and that was hard. Like, he thought Egress, yeah. First, like he fought him, that was hard, but he beat him, and then he thought that was the mission. That wasn't even the fucking mission. The mission was after that. He had to fight thousands of soldiers, like, and they were getting raised by necromancers, like, that could like do like spells. So he had to fight thousands of them, and he didn't like. He had to leave and come back, and like there was a whole thing with that. But so his army is comprised of all of those people that he fought. So they were already dead. And then he fought the ice bears and like these beasts that were inside this cave and raised them. But this is the first time he raised a person. Like, and that there are like repercussions for that.
Yeah.
Because you have to go out into the real world and explain where this fucker is. And he's with you. Like,
But they don't know that.
they don't know that, but like that's like
I ain't
like,
telling nobody.
I'm not saying he shouldn't have. I'm not saying he shouldn't have killed him, because like they're yeah, fuck that nigga. But like, it was the raising him and like using him immediately, like no remorse, nothing.
Yeah.
Like Joe Bro just said, well, fuck it, bye.
do what
Bro,
you
I'm
had to
not
do.
about to feel remorse for the enemy.
Yeah. No, I get that.
At that point, that man's the enemy. You try to kill me, I'm gonna try to kill you.
But
you are now the
there's gonna be repercussions.
At what
for
point is a human different than a beast if they both act the same way? Yeah, Frank Ocean.
What?
What's a god to a king? What's a
King to a god.
god
No,
to a
I'm-
non-believer?
I didn't.
But yeah,
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with him
I know.
killing him.
I know. I
I'm
know you're
saying there's
that.
something
the
wrong with him.
resurrecting part.
Yes,
But to
resurrecting
me,
him.
But to me, I see no difference between that man and the people in the gates. I see zero difference.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
because
Like,
they
once you kill
both
him-
tried to kill him.
But the principle of
He has
that,
to- I know
like,
you gotta
yes,
go out.
Like, you're supposed to do that with the things in the gates.
We don't know that. What
When
if
you-
some of them are trying to talk and hang out? People just start shooting wands when they get in the gate.
Can he use these abilities outside the gate?
Yes,
Okay, gotcha.
but like, but
Everybody can use their abilities outside the gate.
Immediately. So mind you, this is why I'm saying that. Aside from the fact that like this person came into the gate with you, like he's with you, he's supposed to be the one responsible for the group, and you walked out. But aside from that, you are the weakest member of the group to everyone. Yeah. So when the gate turned red, the leader of the guild, who is S rank, mind you, there's only supposed to be like 7 S rank people in the country, and the leader is an S rank person. He shows up at the gate. When they get out of the gate, he stops him and he's like, "Where are the other 4 people?" Like, because people are already suspicious of this nigga because he survived multiple things that he should not have survived. Like the first thing was like where he even got these powers, which makes sense. Like that one was weird, but like he survived, yada yada yada. But then he survived multiple other things after the fact when you should have been the first one to die. Like, and then in this one you walk out and there's no explanation for what happened to the 4 people that were with you. Yep. And then with those 4 people, the leader of it was the second to strongest like rank. So the S rank leader stops him and he's like, "What happened to the guys in there?" And he's like, "Oh, I'll explain it to you guys later. I'm tired." And so the S rank dude grabs him and he's like, "I am responsible for this group. 4 of the people are missing and you walked out. Where are the other 4 people?" And he's like, "Well, I saved the lives of 3 of your people, so maybe you should be thanking me first." Like, too cocky to be that weak. Yeah. Like, who are you talking to?
That is too cocky to be that weak. But he also probably he can't shoot the ones with S ranks yet.
He can. There's no way he can't. There's no.
Wait, before you go on, do you mean that he can't to give himself away, or he actually can't?
I feel like he's still not strong enough for S rank.
Gotcha. Okay.
He might be like close, but I don't think he can.
No, I think he
win
can
the
do
fight.
it. No, he can do it now. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Like, he just said in that last one that the beasts that he was fighting were B, and he was going through them like nothing. So
I definitely do think that would be the repercussion of it.
He might be now. I meant in that moment right then and there.
In that moment, no, he
After
could.
doing the tower.
He could because he can use any of his skills, and that elf was stronger than an S rank.
Yeah, but he needed help with the elf.
But
that elf was fire.
It's not help because it's his power.
No, I'm talking about like he needed help, as in like he needed
That's what I'm saying though. Those are part of his power.
I know that's part of his power. I'm talking about 1-on-1. I'm not talking about summoning your army. Yeah, of course you're gonna win. But I'm talking about 1-on-1. If he were to shoot,
there's no point of him fighting anybody 1-on-1 if you have that power.
If you a man, you gonna shoot the one.
Power.
Now
there's
you
no point.
my man.
Why do you need this power?
Because in case you got to take on armies.
I guess.
Shoot the ones.
I guess, but
shoot the ones. Fair ones.
I would see the repercussion being that the people just get suspicious and
people are gonna
plot against them.
Okay, but do you think it was wrong of him to resurrect?
Oh, right, yeah, because now that's where the difference.
Let's talk about that. Was
the resurrection, I think the resurrection's beyond. That's a moot point. That just says more about him, like his character, where he's somebody that will kill when he needs to and just uses his resources. But him killing him, there's repercussions. I think he still should have, at least from the context. I think about it like I'm compared to Game of Thrones because they've gone through like almost verbatim the same exact situations where there'll be people on the same side, but one of the people are really mad about another person being the leader, Jon Snow. He's a bastard. So they're like, fuck this guy. Why the fuck is this guy leading? We'll fucking kill him. And so like while they're in battle, they try to kill him and he kills them. And then when it's all said and done, they're like, why, like what happened to these people? And then he's like, I had to do what I had to do. And they're thinking like, you're a bastard. You're so weak. Why are you doing all this kind of shit? So there's repercussions as it comes out. And I could see it in this instance. Why are you so weak? And all these big people are dying, like there's something going on there. But the resurrection part, I think that's a moot point. Yeah. I think he just did what he did. The dead body, fuck you, you know?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Antonio needs to interrupt.
As of 5 minutes ago, TikTok has been restored after 14 hours.
We did it.
We did it, Joe.
We fucking did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
We
That was
did.
all you.
It was actually all of him, of why.
It was Uncle Donnie. Thank you, Uncle.
Donnie.
Donald
I'm not
Trump
doing
is the
that.
one who originally wanted
Thanks.
it to be banned in the first
He's the one that
place.
started.
Wild, right?
Donald
Okay.
Trump started the ban and then released the ban.
He didn't start the ban.
He started the ban.
He didn't start the ban. They didn't.
It
No.
was
Donald
Biden.
Trump.
I think it was Biden too.
I'm pretty positive it was
I'm
Donald
double
Trump.
check it, but I'm pretty sure.
Double check.
Listen.
Sorry
Trump
to interrupt.
wanted it to be banned.
Yeah, there's a different. He didn't start.
He wanted it
I'm
to be
just calling that
banned.
as a start.
Congress
No, I
told him they could not ban that. They could not do a ban. And then Congress said, we're going to ban TikTok. And then Biden was like, that's fine. If they do that, I'm going to agree with them. And then Trump was like, nah, fuck that.
Well, they're only saying, nah, fuck that, because they thought everybody was going to jump to Meta, but realizing that we're now all 55-year-olds who with nothing to do, and we could just either not do it or go to another platform.
Yep.
So
We can keep posting
Shit
on
says,
TikTok.
welcome back. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your
Welcome back.
patience and support. As a result of President Trump's efforts, TikTok is back in the U.S. You can continue to create, share, and discover all the things you love on TikTok.
There's nothing more dangerous. There's nothing more dangerous than telling Donald Trump you can't do that, because it'll be him be like,
He's going to do it.
I'm gonna fucking do it.
Yep.
you won't tell me what to do. Okay, sorry.
I'll show you.
Barack Obama made fun of him at that one dinner, and he was like, he can't be president.
Yep.
4 years
What
later.
the
Thanks
Sorry
a
about
lot,
that.
dickhead.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck?
Go back to solo leveling, and was
Yeah.
it ethical for him to
Yeah, was it ethical to revive it?
to revive a guy and use him as a weapon?
I just,
All is fair in love and war.
Yep,
Yeah.
there you go.
I,
Thank you.
I just,
State of our country is Obama's fault.
Oh,
I just don't. I don't.
What's
Know,
the
I don't know. That one's torn. That just felt. That just felt very villainy. It just felt like a very villain thing.
no,
to do.
I agree. Like I agree from your point of view, where it's how I'm viewing it with Squid Games, where the main character in that, his whole thing is he's trying to be a hero. I'm trying to be a hero, the good guy. But then once he realizes his friends, or at least everybody in there, when they hit the button that they want to continue the games, in his head it's like clicking, where he's like, not everybody can be saved. You know what? Maybe there are some people that's just like, fuck you. I'm not going to be a hero. And I could see this in the solo leveling. Maybe he is like, I want to do everything the right way possible. Holy shit, I'm in this hard ass fight. We need as much men as I can get. This one dude's trying to fucking kill me for no fucking reason.
Mind
I'm
you,
gonna fucking kill him.
mind you, he was not stressed when this happened.
Oh, no.
He was completely calm.
Okay.
Like
As
he
he
was
should be.
He was complete. Like it was just something that happened. Like it was just like he just looked over his shoulder, saw the dude was coming, raised the snow, stabbed this nigga, raised his body, kept fighting. Like there was no
He's
point.
clearly a tactician.
Yeah, there was no point
Strategy.
where he was like stressed out or anything like that.
No, because you can't be in battle. The worst thing to be in battle is stressed. That's when you start making mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, in terms of what that is, that just says more about his character, and I don't see it as a negative thing, just more as a thing where it's like, oh, okay, this guy will do what needs to be done.
I think with the way episode 3 ended, I think that he might start to stray, but I think with the way episode 3 ended, there's somebody who will come in and kind of set him straight.
That's what I really like that trope a lot. That's actually one of my favorite tropes just in media in general, where the hero does start kind of going like, "Arr," like Spider-Man with the black suit. Like I like that. Somebody acting uncharacteristic and needing to be put in check. But sometimes I do wish they go full blown and actually make them villains, like fucking Rey from Star Wars. Like they should have just made her a villain, or at least have a.
So you love Death Note.
I did.
Light
I
Yagami.
did love
Fuck that nigga.
Light Yagami's a bitch.
Yeah, he is a bitch.
But yeah, no, I get that. I agree with you depending on who the person is.
Okay, yeah. I
Because
can
like
get
if
that.
the person is pushed to villainy, then I think they deserve, like they've earned that villainy side of it.
Yeah,
Like Light Yagami
yeah.
did not deserve a villainy side. That man
Right.
just got egotistical, fat-headed fuck. So, but I feel like someone who has been wronged again and again, like Magneto.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, instead
But
of thinking
who starts
of it,
off as a hero?
that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying,
where
like-
not necessarily like somebody turning to a villainous way, but steering away from what their values are.
Yeah.
Like they start off as a hero, they have good morals, and they start steering away. I like that trope a lot,
Yeah.
to see them have to struggle with that kind of internalism and then come out on top to be like, okay, you know what? I am hero. I actually am good and do the ways that I
Yeah.
think they should be done.
So yeah, I think if it's earned, yeah.
Yep.
So I agree with you on that
Agreed.
one for sure, 110%. In One Piece they don't allow Luffy to do that. Zoro already told him. Zoro.
See, now that's another trope that I love though. Characters that are completely like you cannot change their ways. Like Tanjiro, Gon, like
Mhm.
they are the way they are, and there's nothing that's gonna fucking change them.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's a cute way to be for sure.
Like Mr. Sakamoto.
Sakamoto's ways did get changed,
But they're not
no
changing
longer
back.
Will.
Yeah.
No longer will, with the power of
Love.
correct. You
Gay.
did you read Sakamoto Days?
I've read like the first 10 chapters.
First 10. Oh, so you know episode 1 and 2.
Yep,
You
yep,
understand
I know.
it. You understand
I know
it.
the
Episode
basics.
1 and 2 was really good.
Sakamoto Days feels like a very good, like, chill anime.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like
perfect.
a good one to,
The
like,
Spy Fam
It
type of
doesn't
show for
yeah.
me.
end up being like that later on.
okay.
It gets extremely aggressive.
Same with Spy Fam.
Yep.
Really?
A lot of killing.
Dude, Spy Fam gets actually like really fucking crazy.
Really?
Not like, it's kind of spoilers, just quick. So it turns out that they're at the school so that Anya can get close with the kid, that the kid's dad is like a political figure, and then the wife, she ends up like going out to dinner being treated by this really rich lady that's like super nice and fancy with her, and then it turns out that's the wife of the politician, and then she's really creepy and has like weird kind of ways of doing things. And then I guess I haven't actually caught up, but I guess Anya got kidnapped recently now.
Oh, no.
And before that, there's actually a bomb hostage on a bus with her on it.
Damn.
And yeah,
It keeps getting in trouble.
it gets hard.
Can't she fucking read minds? Why are you
Yeah,
in
she
these
can.
situations?
She's a child.
Yeah, I
She's
mean,
a child, dude.
It was a really
You're
cool
a
way,
kid, it don't
was a
matter.
really cool way of get out of it. It was funny too. Like while they're in there, she's like trying to read their minds and shit. It was really cool.
No,
Yeah.
Sakamoto Days gets like a lot of people get murdered. There's so much killing, a lot of blood.
Well, I mean, we just saw someone get their fucking head cut off, so
Yeah. No, it gets way worse than that. That was great though. I'm glad that guy
yeah,
got his
that
head
was
cut off.
wild.
That was awesome. But-
Sakamoto, yeah, I like Sakamoto Days is dope. It feels very chill. It kind of has a nostalgia feel to it.
yeah.
Like I don't know why, it just does.
The animation style for me.
It's that I
kinda
think it is the
nostalgic,
animation
it doesn't
style.
look like it doesn't feel like it's modern. Not in a
Yeah.
bad way.
Yeah.
Like there's not like the Sakuga moments.
Yeah.
It looks really nicely animated detail, but it just looks good. It's
They
like,
just be
okay.
shooting ones and they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, make sure he hits them.
What I noticed about it too, like different characters kind of look like they were drawn in different styles a little bit. Like the Chinese girl is drawn different than the other two. Like and even like those villains, like the two brothers from the episode 2 were drawn different from everyone else. So it was interesting.
I feel like that evil brother trope started with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like the two brothers double teaming people. Because in Yu-Gi-Oh! They were in that labyrinth, and it was the two brothers who had the guardians or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in Naruto, it was the two brothers as soon as they attacked Team 7 when they left the village to go to the water village. And now
Why do
two
they always
brothers
look
again.
the same?
That's what I'm saying.
They always
Like, I feel
they
like-
always look the same.
I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Started that.
Yeah, you might
Pilgrim
be
and the
right.
Kadenagi twins.
Yeah. Two brothers. So I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Started that trend. That's crazy. Correct me if I'm wrong, internet. I know you will. But Sakamoto Days is refreshing. It's action. It's got, violence, but it's also got heart to it. Like we said, Sakamoto changed his ways. He's no longer an assassin because the woman he was in love with does not agree with killing. And so she attempts to kill herself by jumping off of a cliff.
That shit was funny as
That
fuck.
man ran through the gate. He didn't jump the gate. He ran through the gate and booked it down the side of the fucking wall and caught her. But that was to show her that, other people have someone important to them as well, and you're taking those people away from them.
Yep.
So she was like, now imagine, you see how you felt when you thought I was being taken away from you? Now imagine how you make people feel like that. So she made him promise to instead save people, help people to make up for all the people he's killed. And I've been telling everybody when we watch it, Fun thing about Sakamoto.
That does not count for the record.
What do you
anyway,
mean?
Sorry.
What doesn't count?
You can't save people to make up for the people
No,
you
you
killed.
can't.
Yeah.
That was that was in Inuyashiki, like in the some stupid fucking bitch
Oh,
tried to fucking convince this nigga, like she saved the teenager, like she was it was some girl that confessed her feelings to him earlier in the show before she knew he was a killer. Then she thought that he was the killer, or like then everyone found out that he was the killer and she didn't think that he was. So she was sheltering him. And then he told her, I'm the killer. And she's like, well, why would you do that? That's how bitches were for Ted Bundy.
now,
But,
yeah.
like, so-
but with Sakamoto Days, she knew he was an assassin.
But that's like, in this situation, she told him, well, stop killing. And you should save people instead of, no, he said, she was like, stop killing, please. Like, he was like, okay, I'll stop killing and I'll try and save people instead. So then he went on a brief Sakamoto stint and then it didn't work. But like, that's not how shit works.
With Sakamoto.
What she said is right. Like, no, I'm sorry. What she said, I'm mixing up the shows now because there's a similar theme. The girl ended up saying, like, down the line, because he went back to killing after he thought that they died and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I want to go live with you guys, you and your grandma. Like, we should go, like, live in Hawaii or something. And then she was like, I don't want to live with you. Like, I don't want to talk to you because you kill people. Each person that you killed was unique to this world. That's why it doesn't count. Like,
Oh, damn.
saving somebody doesn't fucking replace the people that you fucking killed for no reason.
You ain't going to replace him, but you start doing good in the world.
Nah, go kill Sakamoto.
No, Sakamoto.
Somebody gonna whack that
Sakamoto be
nigga.
thinking about killing.
All the time.
He be thinking about killing Shin all the time.
That is funny.
That shit is hilarious.
That part is funny.
But,
I like that a lot.
Yeah, Sakamoto's fire. And he is the #1 assassin in the world. But things get a little dicey later on because, he's in retirement. He's out of shape, a little bloated, a little big guy.
Fat nigga.
He put on some pounds. I don't mean he's still not the best.
Well,
later
he
on.
retired. He gave up assassin. He went
Yeah.
with family and stuff. He doesn't
But,
want to do it anymore.
The thing that
You're not
made-
supposed to do that though.
You're not. The thing that made Sakamoto so dangerous, and I like to spoil it because I don't fucking care, is
The mustache.
he didn't
Mustache.
he didn't have that when he was skinny. He grew that when he was fat.
Damn.
And fun fact about him, when he's taking an opponent serious, he loses all his weight. And
No way.
He reverts back to being skinny. He loses his mustache as well. I don't know why, but he loses his mustache as
That's
well.
dope
awesome.
as fuck.
But he
Yeah, I
goes back
love
to
that.
being skinny. And
love
that's
that.
when he's serious. Like, it is. You don't want to fight skinny Sakamoto.
Yeah, that's
Because the thing that makes him so special in the JAA, I always forget what it stands for, but it's the
Japanese Assassins Association.
Japanese, that's what the J stands for. Japanese Assassins Association.
See, I thought
I forgot what the J
immediately.
stood for.
I
I'm not
immediately
going to lie
thought
to you.
Japanese.
But in the JAA, all the assassins specialize in certain weapons. Like, there's a girl who has a handsaw. She uses those. One dude uses hammers. Another guy uses, like, brass knuckles. Sakamoto, different than all of them. He can use anything as a weapon. He specializes in anything around him as a weapon. You see it in episode 1 when he's shooting hard candy at Shin,
Yeah, I saw that.
stuff like that. But anything in his vicinity that he can grab is essentially a weapon to him. And that is what makes him so dangerous, is because if you're in imagine having to fight him in an Office Depot.
Yeah, no,
You're
it's
fucked.
just like Charlie and Mac when they tried teaching the kids like about weapons, like in the classroom. Anything's a weapon, man.
Anything is a weapon. Sakamoto, anything's a weapon to Sakamoto. So, new chapter came out today. And one of the characters in the manga he started to stray from the path. He was about to kill somebody. He's about to kill somebody,
You about
but
to lose your wife over it.
no, Sakamoto wasn't about to kill somebody.
oh.
Somebody from his group
Got you.
was about to kill somebody, but it was to protect Sakamoto's family because right now they're in the JAA's jail. So that's where they send assassins who go too bad. You don't want to go in this prison because there are no guards in the prison. The prisoners have taken over the prison and have set it up to be where they live. So, like, certain blocks of the prison are booby trapped to fit that prisoner's style.
So they're just choosing to be there.
At this point, yes. Okay. But two of the members of Sakamoto's group have infiltrated the prison because there's a fortune teller there and they need her. But somebody from Slur's group is there. But this man was too dangerous. Slur is the main villain, by the way.
Is that his name?
His name is Slur. He's got a few different names.
Which
but
one?
They call him Slur. You haven't seen him in the anime yet.
No, like which slur?
Oh, that all of them. He's that dangerous.
Sorry,
He's that-
Antonio.
He's that dangerous. He's all the slurs.
You're Allie. Which one?
Which slur do we use? Whichever one you want, dude. Whatever language you're watching it in, call him.
Very excited that thing.
I was just asking.
But one of his mind you, the people in his group are crazy. They're all orphans who were trained by the JAA, who were just experimented on. So they're all very angry people, but they're great. I love them. Gaku's in there. He's
Great
beast.
guys.
Love them. But there's one that they were like, we can't fuck with you, bro. You don't take no for an answer. You don't listen. You just kill. And so someone's fighting him, and he thinks that if he kills Sakamoto and his family, that Slur will love him again. So his main goal is to kill Sakamoto and his family.
Niggas be simping in anime, bro.
It's
Simping for
bro.
niggas,
But
though.
this dude,
Wow.
this guy, take Hawkeye and then also fuse him with like Saitama. Power, like strength wise. Because this man, when you first meet him, he blows someone's head completely off with an arrow. I was like, and then also without hesitation. He's just like, that guy, we don't fuck with him? Yeah, kill him. He is dangerous. So, so someone was about to kill and get kicked out. About to break the number one rule of the family. So the new chapter just dropped today. Can't wait to read it. It's going to be great.
That sounds great.
Kagurabachi's animation is in the works, too.
Oh yeah, they finally announced.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
That's
that.
going to be fucking peak.
What studio is doing it?
Cyber or something?
I can't.
I forget. I tried to look them up and see what else they did. I couldn't find anything.
Well, the Daredevil trailer dropped too.
Yeah, Daredevil trailer dropped for Daredevil Born Again, which the history of the Daredevil show has been a absolute rocky road because it was originally Netflix. Netflix series were not canon per se to the MCU at first because it was a whole different studio with the rights.
But I did see something, a tweet saying that they were making it to be part
They are making it, yes. But at the time they weren't. So like the movie would not mention any of the Netflix stuff. Netflix would loosely mention MCU stuff.
Right,
They're like,
that's what I saw.
maybe just in case
Okay,
they decide to add us in there, we'll drop some hints here and there. But then the rights were released from Netflix and Disney acquired them again. And they brought them back into the fold. And at first, when we had the Daredevil Born Again series, it was a completely different show than the Netflix. We didn't see Matt in the Daredevil outfit for like the first 3 or 4 episodes. It was, I think, 18 episodes long. Foggy and Karen weren't even in it. It was a whole thing. They had shot it, everything.
Oh, okay.
And then they seen it and they were like, this is garbage.
Oh, I thought you were saying something that actually
And so they-
already came out. Gotcha.
No, it's not out. They were going to release it, but then they ended up rewriting the whole thing, making it basically season 4 of the Netflix series, and that's what we have in the trailer for
Nice.
Daredevil Born Again. Which this storyline takes from a bunch of different Daredevil storylines. Like the title itself is the Frank Miller storyline. And then you have Muse, who was from like 2015 or 2016, I think, storyline. Charles Soule character. He is a artist who is takes inspiration from who's that artist that nobody ever knows what he looks like?
Ernest Hemingway.
No. I know who you're talking about.
I was getting confused with it
No.
Basquiat?
No, Basquiat.
No, Basquiat's I already know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Basquiat was played by.
I know who you're talking about. The guy.
No.
They mentioned him in Ted Lasso.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
He was like, that's such and such.
Yeah.
He was just some old white guy.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
can't think of his fucking name.
God, it starts with a B, I'm pretty sure.
It's an artist, like a music artist.
No, like
Like
an artist.
A spray painter.
Banksy. Yeah,
Banksy.
Banksy.
Yes,
Yeah.
Banksy, yes. So Muse is basically like inspired by Banksy, except he's a serial killer and he uses the blood of his victims to paint, like spray paint and shit, murals on walls. Yeah, pretty chill guy. You know, it's just a chill dude. And so he's one of the main villains in this. We have White Tiger. I don't know much about White Tiger except from that cartoon, that Spider-Man cartoon that had Iron Fist, Luke Cage, White Tiger in it. Spider-Man was in. Yes, that one's her uncle. Yeah, I know of the one from the show. I know of her. I know a lot about her. The uncle I don't know much about, which that actor sadly passed away recently. But they're also, it seems like they're pulling from the most recent storyline with Fisk becoming mayor of New York. And then he outlaws masked vigilantes in New York. Oh. And he starts his own Thunderbolts team to hunt down masked vigilantes. He ends up running against Luke Cage in the how you say it?
The what?
Marionette?
The election. I was going to say the
Mayoral?
Mayoral. Thank you. Mayoral. Yeah, I can't
I've
say
never
it.
heard of that.
Yes. It's a weird presidential election. Mayoral election.
Like,
it sounds so weird.
Okay.
It sounds so weird to say it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so he ends up running against Luke Cage, but it takes from the Chip Zdarsky run as well, it looks like, because Daredevil turns himself into the police and goes to jail in the Chip Zdarsky run because he accidentally kills somebody while fighting.
Hey.
Because the man had a condition and he hit him too hard in the head and he ended up dying from
You're
it.
talking like Daredevil
My
has
English
a no
teacher
kill?
told me a story like that when we were in high school.
Daredevil's a no-kill rule.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He'll beat the shit out of you
Yeah.
like Batman.
He'll destroy your leg. He'll fucking put your leg inside out.
But he will not kill you.
Wow.
He'll make it so you cannot earn money. So you have to continue doing crime. But yeah, no. So Daredevil doesn't kill, so he accidentally kills
Okay.
somebody.
Interesting.
Such a good fucking run, too. Holy shit, is it good. Because Spider-Man, like, everybody pays a visit to him because he killed somebody. And for some odd reason, the Punisher is like, I got to stop you.
Oh, that's the run I seen the Spider-Man panels where like Daredevil comes home and he's like, oh, I feel something crazy, and Spider-Man comes there and he's pretty much telling him like, don't fucking kill people, or like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, Spider-Man is the only one who makes sense to talk to him at the time. And the way that they wrote it was really well done.
It was really
because
cool.
everyone tries to confront him, but the people who all have tried to confront him have never killed anyone. And Spider-Man has accidentally killed somebody.
Oh, okay.
So he knows where he's coming from.
And I like how he senses his heartbeat.
Oh yeah, and he's like
He's like,
the
I can
strongest
tell,
of us
yeah,
all.
he's like I can tell he has good intentions, but that power is just
crazy.
Ooh.
I honestly, something that I watched, I think it was that Inuyashiki show. I think that a fucking no-kill rules are fucking stupid.
So
One, you can't control if someone dies if you're going to be violent. So if you're going to be violent, you have no control if they died or not. Like,
you have no control. But the thing about it is, when you read comic books, it's a little bit different because the whole point of the no-kill rule is to be better than the people you're stopping.
Yep.
That's Batman's whole thing, because Batman's whole thing is, if
it should
I
be a
kill
no
you,
murder rule. But even sometimes murder is different from killing.
yes.
No, I get what you're saying.
But even still, sometimes niggas gotta die.
Sometimes
Like,
they do, and that's why we
sometimes they
have
do.
characters like the Punisher, Red Hood, Deadpool, stuff like that.
Yeah,
they do the
I
killing.
like the no kill rule characters when they have to interact with another character that does.
Yeah,
I like
or-
that.
Bro, even with the Sakamoto Days shit, bitch, you better adjust that fucking rule. If I'm trying to save you, I'm trying to save your life. I can't kill this nigga to save you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't kill so I can save.
You can't look. If you tell comic book fans that their no kill rule is not good, they will be mad at
That's
you.
some fucking nonsense.
Superman
And
snapped
I used
General
to-
Zod's neck, and it started an uproar.
I used to actually think that, like, I used to be against the death penalty when I was a young fucking
not.
idiot.
I'm not
But
against anything.
Then I got more life experience and I realized that
Yeah,
Some people just need to die.
Yeah, some people aren't worth the energy that it would take to.
So
get the fuck out
I
of
do believe that some people, like, for example, the Joker probably should have been killed off.
Oh.
Well, if I'm not mistaken,
Oh.
in his first appearance, I
He
think the
should have
Joker did die.
been dead.
But Batman
Many did.
again. But that goes to the trope that you like, where it's this person's belief,
Yep.
and there's nothing changing their belief.
Yeah,
like
which
And
they don't have to.
Batman is, and he's not wrong to an extent. Whereas, like, Batman is not above the law, so he cannot kill you. All he can do is stop you, turn you over to the law, and hopefully they do the right thing, which makes sense because then who stops you if you go too far?
But in any situation, literally, I think in any country, if someone is trying to kill you, you can kill them.
You can kill them.
You
Yeah.
do not have to turn them over to the law.
No, yeah.
Every one of the villains that
It's
this nigga
self-defense.
fights is trying to kill him.
Yes.
Every single one.
Yes, but the point of it is they're trying to show you that
better.
they are not.
No, I understand.
They have the power to kill. Batman has literally thousands of ways to kill you.
I get that. Which, that's valid. Yes. Like I completely understand that, and I and that makes sense. But like there's like a deeper that's like a naive, like elementary level philosophy.
And they say that all
That's
the
the
time.
point. Yeah.
Because
The
it's like-
Punisher tells that to them all the time.
Yeah, like that, because he's right. Because like, bro, like, okay, even like that's like a checkers way of thinking. Like, I'm gonna take the high ground. Okay, so because you didn't kill this person goes on to kill other people.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
That's the
like,
argument.
Which again, that gets pointed
That's
out.
the
in
and
argument.
stories
then
of them.
you go arrest them again, and then turn them back in, and they
Yeah.
break out because the
Red
people
Hood.
that are guarding the jail aren't as strong as you.
Yeah.
So
They
That's
go
a good
over
point.
this all the time.
Yeah,
And-
like Red Hood and Batman.
Yeah, and there
Yeah,
are
like,
times,
bro.
there are times where Batman has left people to die, where he says, "I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you." He did it in that terrible movie, Batman Begins.
hey,
But he did it recently with KG Beast. KG Beast shot Nightwing in the head, and KG Beast is Russian. Yes. Fun fact about KG Beast, he's Russian. But Batman lures him to like this cabin in like the Arctic. They shoot the ones. Batman disables him and then just leaves him in the snow. And if he stays there, he'll die.
Good.
But Batman's like, I didn't kill you. You have the means to get out. He
Loopholes.
goes, it's up to you to find that strength. He goes, bye. And he just left him. KGB's didn't die, but Batman has been in situations where he doesn't save them. Yeah. The only person, like Superman will save you no matter what, and Spider-Man will
Spider-Man
save you no
try.
matter what.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he will do his best. Sorry, Gwen.
He'll do his best.
Sorry, Gwen.
He'll do what he can.
Whoopsie-daisy.
He'll do what he can.
Oh, you got to be quicker than that. Anyway, but there's storylines where they kill. There's a storyline where Spider-Man fucking murders people. That shit was great.
As in a villainous way? Or like he's a good guy
he's
just
just
killing bad people.
Yeah, well, it was with the symbiote. It's the storyline. It's a side storyline. It's a what if storyline. I think it's like a 5-issue run where he doesn't get rid of the symbiote. And like the first person he kills, I want to say, is like the Vulture. And he ends up killing Mysterio by like punching his helmet in and just like exploding his head in there or filling it with web. Like it is fucking aggressive. He ends up killing a bunch of people. The Fantastic Four have to step in to stop him. They end up getting the symbiote. It's weird. Great storyline though.
So that happens in this.
Daredevil accidentally. It seems like it because in the trailer, Kingpin says something along the lines of Matt's not being a vigilante anymore, and he says a line was crossed. So I'm assuming he killed somebody.
Yeah.
But in the comic, he just turns himself in because he has a twin brother. His twin brother takes his place.
I will say, I don't
murder.
think he killed someone. Someone died. Those are different.
Yes, but he puts it on himself as he killed him.
Oh.
He caused it.
I'm the hero. This isn't supposed to happen.
Well, I mean, you hit someone with a brain injury and they died. It's technically that's second-degree murder.
That's not
or
second-degree
manslaughter.
murder.
They will try you probably for manslaughter.
Probably
Involuntary.
involuntary manslaughter.
Second degree is when you kill someone without the intent to kill them at first.
Yeah.
Yeah. First degree is when you plan to kill someone, you go there. That was your whole plan the whole time. Second degree murder is when you show up at somebody's house, you guys get into an argument, you end up killing them. Second degree murder. Manslaughter is like getting into a car accident, you kill some people. Manslaughter.
Yeah, involuntary. Yeah,
Also known as third degree murder.
it would be
Yeah, I was about to say,
involuntary manslaughter. Like he didn't mean to fucking kill him; they were
Right.
fighting, and
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what he
think he
goes
would
to
even
jail
get in
for, if
trouble
I'm
for
not
that.
mistaken. So, yeah. So
Looks good though.
But yeah, it looks like they take from a bunch of different stories. It looks brutal.
Very
Muse
brutal.
looks sweet. White Tiger looks sweet. RIP to that actor. Fisk, of course, Vincent D'Onofrio,
Go.
killing it. No pun intended, because he kills a bunch of people all the time. Yeah. So this is probably one of the first things I'm actually excited for from Marvel in a while.
Yeah, that looks interesting. It looks interesting. I'd actually watch that one.
Did you guys watch the Netflix series?
See, no, I didn't.
I No.
I haven't watched any of the Netflix Marvel
Jesus.
stuff. None of them.
The
And I hear amazing
Netflix-
things.
Oh my god!
I really want to watch the first season of Jessica Jones.
So Jessica Jones season 1 is the greatest of all the Netflix
Dude,
shows.
that's what I hear.
And I will argue that with everyone, but I can guarantee you, not a lot of people are going to argue.
And that's what makes me.
It is, yeah.
That's
I would
what
say
I
it is
hear.
the best Marvel TV
And it's
show.
like I genuinely.
Which one?
I haven't heard
Jessica Jones season 1.
and I haven't really heard anything about it other than the villain. I know, like it's the villain that's
but
what
to
does
be honest
it.
with
But
you, yeah, because season 2 and season 3,
yeah, he's not there.
not
right?
great.
Yeah.
But season 1, they have a guy in there called Kilgrave.
He
And
is
his
a
power-
bastard.
His power,
He's a bastard.
because a lot of people say he has mind control. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
think
it's-
that would be considered mind control.
No, I wouldn't.
I say he has persuasive powers. So, say we're sitting here. Mind control means I take over your mind. You usually don't remember that. But what he does is he'll tell you, smash that cup over your head. You have to do it. You are in full control in your head. Like, you know what's going on.
He's got cursed speech.
You're there, but you have to do it. Like, there's a part in there where he tells someone to put their hand in a blender and keep it in there. They are mentally there the whole time.
That's a gray area.
He's a virus. That's what he is. His
I would take-
powers
Virus?
emit, his pheromones emit something that make you more persuasive. So
Yeah.
he's a virus.
So, but a
essentially.
lot of
Parasite.
people
That's a
put,
good way
like,
to
call his
Parasite.
powers like mind control. His real
No.
name is, he's considered the Purple Man. He's purple in the comics. He's the Purple Man.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be.
But like, he literally told someone to go fuck themselves. Guess what they had to go do?
Just psychosis.
Yeah, it's crazy. But he is the villain of season 1. How do you defeat somebody like that?
Shoot him from a distance.
I was about to say, get in there. Good luck.
I mean, once
Because
there,
his
just
power
don't
works-
shoot.
His power works within a certain
From a
range.
distance.
It's like 100 yards or something like that. His power works within a certain range. Anyone in that range gets hit by it.
Sniper.
Just get Punisher and have him snipe him.
Punisher wasn't out around then, but yeah, it's
They end up all coming together.
the Defender
Defenders,
show. Yeah, the Defender show is pretty
But
good.
that's not with Kilgrave.
But yeah, Jessica Jones season 1 is definitely the best. But now people are really angry at Disney with the Daredevil show because they are all saying, why couldn't Moon Knight be this? And that is fair as fuck.
Yeah.
Because who is darker than Daredevil? Moon Knight. Moon Knight used to kill people.
Dude.
Moon Knight carved his arch enemy's face off and then put it in a book in his house on the bookshelf.
Jesus Christ.
It's just in there.
Just the scenes alone in the Moon Knight when he would black out and then it'd go back and everybody's just fucked up.
Yeah, but we couldn't
just
watch that.
Exactly. And that shit was so disappointing.
But now we
man.
have this Daredevil series, and he's fucking literally jumping on someone's leg,
Yeah.
snapping the shit out of
No, I
that.
can agree.
But we couldn't. Instead we got this goofy ass Mark Spector and fucking Steve Grant. I thought Jake Lockley is at the end.
Yeah.
But like, we couldn't get that grittiness in Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Like,
That shit
you
pissed me
didn't have
off.
the balls for a character who literally deserves that grittiness.
And another thing about Moon Knight,
He's brutal.
Didn't they confirm that he's not going to have anything else more in the MCU?
I don't know. It's
'Cause I know
been back and forth.
Right when
and
it
forth.
came out, not even when
A
it
waste
finished,
of a fucking
but after the
character.
first few episodes, when it was looking amazing, like those first few episodes were probably the best episodes of any of the Marvel shows I've ever seen. Just the acting alone was the fucking best.
Yeah.
But when it was in the mid-season, I could have swore I saw something come out that was like one thing where they're like, we're not going to have anything MCU in this. We're not going to talk about anything. We're not going to have anybody from anywhere else. We're going to try to make it be its standalone thing. And then they were saying, and this is it. This is all we're getting to Moon Knight. And
Yeah,
like,
it was
I
supposed
don't,
to be. Yeah,
I don't get that. I don't
because
fucking
they
get what's
put
going
it
on
up
there.
for a nomination for solo series or whatever, where it's supposed to only have one season. But now there are rumors that it's going to have its own movie, but we're getting a reset through Doomsday. So I say don't hold your breath on anything MCU until after Doomsday, because
that's
Doomsday and Secret Wars are supposed to soft reset the universe.
No, quick point about the Doomsday thing that kind of makes me a little bit excited. It is confirmed that the Russo brothers are coming back to do Doomsday and
Secret Wars.
yes, Secret Wars. Yep. And I saw some tweet. Don't know how much confirmed it is. I didn't read too much into it, but it's from a big source that everybody likes. Apparently, the Russo brothers got asked to do it. they went to another guy that I guess they usually go to be like, hey, what do you think about this? And I guess the guy immediately said, fuck no. This is fucking stupid. What do you mean Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom? We can't do that. But then the next day, hit them back up and was like, all right, I kind of got something. And that's actually exciting because that's how I thought about it. When I heard that Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom, immediately I was just like how everybody thought, what the fuck? Like, the fuck? Like, that's flat out just stupid.
Yeah.
But then as I started sitting there thinking, I was like, they can kind of do some cool things with it.
I always had
Like, my theory, what they would do is have the real Doctor Doom actor be, I don't know how they can do it, but be completely anonymous. Have absolutely no recollection. Don't even bring him up. Don't have anything. Keep running with Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Then once the movie comes out, maybe in the first 10 minutes, 30 minutes of the movie, Robert Downey Jr. comes out, Dr. Doom, I'm Dr. Doom, gets killed by the real Dr. Doom, and then he gets revealed. I think that'd be cool.
That would be fire, actually. That would be fire.
Yeah, that would be
the Robert Downey Jr. red herring. I fuck with that.
Yeah,
I like
that's a
the
good
way
way to
you
put it.
think. You deserve a kiss.
Thank you. Because that's how I saw it. When I saw that, I was like, this feels fucking stupid. Like, it just felt too much of like what a Marvel hater would say, like, oh, watch them announce Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom.
I got excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got excited.
I wasn't like fucking mad about it, but when that happened, I was literally just in shock. I was like, what the fuck?
I got
But then
excited.
as I thought about it, I was like, okay, they can maybe do something.
Well, I mainly got excited because we're coming off of the Oscar win for Oppenheimer, which was, if you watched Oppenheimer, very deserved. Like he
Phenomenal.
He
Of
killed it
course.
in Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
To me, the character he played in Oppenheimer is not that far off from the way Dr. Doom is himself. An egotistical person who thinks that he's above everyone else. He's got the right idea, this, that, and the other. So, and my thought was, if he takes his character from Oppenheimer and adds a little bit of that sugar spice, everything nice from Iron Man's Tony Stark, mixes those two characters together, that is a perfect Dr. Doom.
Okay.
I mean, right now, Dr. Doom is literally the Sorcerer Supreme in the comic books and runs the world. He controls everything. The world is his because he tricked Dr. Doom or Doctor Strange into giving him the title of Sorcerer Supreme during the Blood Hunt series because he was the only one prepared, as if he may have known what was about to happen. He's nothing to fuck with. He's nothing to fuck with. So if you have like Robert Downey Jr. plays that egotistical kind of asshole very well. Iron Man, Dr. Doom are not that different with their egos, except for Dr. Doom is way more egotistical.
Oh yeah.
He is willing. He's never willing to admit he's wrong. He's never wrong.
He patronizes himself.
Yeah, he's that man. The way he is, so acting wise, he's right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Acting wise.
But the thing is, I also agree. Don't reveal his face.
Yep.
Dr. Doom never reveals his face for a reason. It's scarred up. Well, sometimes it's very scarred up. Sometimes he's just got a little cut, but he doesn't like the way it looks. So he's like, you'll never see my face again.
Soft as hell.
Again, self-centered ego. He can't have a single blemish. Can't have
Another kind of cool thing about, or not cool, but like cool detail you could do with Tony Stark being Dr. Doom isn't like how they do with Kang. Like I can kind of compare this with, all right, so we don't got Kang, let's bring Dr. Doom in now. And with Kang, isn't Kang just, all right, I'm mixing this up somehow. Yeah. Wasn't Kang Reed Richards?
No, Kang is a descendant from Reed Richards.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, he's his like great grandson.
All right. So in that vein, I could see them doing something where like Dr. Doom is what Tony Stark would have been, going down a different kind of way, like as a descendant, or like this is how Tony Stark would have been if he. Well,
that's what people
that.
also don't want to do, because then you're kind of erasing the background of Victor Von Doom in Latveria.
Yeah, and he has a very specific background.
Like,
yeah,
exactly. His mother practicing the mystical arts.
True. Yeah,
she sold to Mephisto, stuff like that. You're now erasing that, and you don't want to erase that either. You want to keep what makes Dr. Doom, because that's the most important thing. There's a lot of characters where you can take away their backstory, who characters aren't so important, like Vigilante. They did it in Peacemaker. Nobody knows anything about Vigilante, but in Peacemaker, best character in the fucking show. Yep. I don't give a shit if they changed anything about the character because he's not a comic book favorite.
That's a good point.
People only care if it's a comic book favorite. If it's somebody big, like if they changed Charles Xavier and if they changed Magneto's
That's
Jewish
the big,
background.
Yeah, that's the biggest
If
one.
they
I was gonna
changed
bring up.
Magneto's Jewish background,
You give us a Magneto
that
that's not
would
Jewish, and then
be
it's like,
terrible.
yeah, I agree.
Black Magneto.
Well, it would still work in a sense.
Canadian
though, with
Magneto.
that would not work. They have not suffered
now
enough.
you've gone too far.
Italian Magneto.
A cook at a pizza, a metal. I don't know how it works. I don't know how to say metal in Italian. A meatball, probably. I don't know. Wes, you want to add
Medallion.
something?
I was gonna say the Doom and Iron Man situation is quite a unique one, with it being such a large actor from the series coming back playing. But I agree. I don't feel like you should change very much about Doom, because then you're like really playing into the fact that it's the same actor as Iron Man. Like if you try and just like obviously everybody knows,
Yeah.
but if you just try to like play it as if it's not happening,
Yeah.
then
If you're doing it as just an evil Iron Man at this point, you should have just made
done
him superior Iron Man.
Yeah,
You should have just did superior Iron Man.
but that
You're just at this point, it's just superior Iron Man with a mask on.
and that does
Doom.
make me give me that feeling that this is a red herring, because once you introduce that like how you guys were making, those are the big points. Like no matter what, no matter how you can see about it, 100%, once he's in the movie, if they see his face, they're gonna say something.
Yeah.
They're not gonna just be like, "Wow, who's this guy?"
If
Like, what do
Tom
you mean?
Holland's
No.
Spider-Man is
Exactly.
like one of the main characters of this, which rumors are he is.
Yeah, then
If
it's
he
like,
sees this motherfucking reveal, he's gonna be like, Mr. Stark?
exactly like those memes
Yeah,
you
it's
always
gonna
see
be
people making fun of.
It's gonna be interesting to
And
see
so
how
I
they
think
pull it
like
together.
they're not gonna let that happen. Like there's no way,
Yeah.
because that, like how you guys saying, then it's don't have Doom. Like then there's no fucking point other than Iron Man.
Yeah.
So I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt and hoping that this is like a red herring type deal.
Hopefully. I like your idea. But
That is a
Daredevil
clever
comes
one.
out on March 4th.
Daredevil, yeah,
Daredevil March 4th. And we get
yeah. Who was?
Captain America on February 14th.
I did
before that.
forget about that. Who is all confirmed in Daredevil other than Punisher? In terms of any other kind of
Punisher, White
Heroes.
Tiger, Muse, nobody really. No,
Okay.
it's rumored that Jessica Jones will be in it. It's rumored. And they did have a Luke Cage Easter egg in the trailer. Like Luke Cage was kind of mentioned. The nightclub that he took over. So, okay, none of you watched the fuck.
Yep.
None of you watched the Netflix series. Son of a bitch.
Nope.
So in season 2 of Luke Cage, the whole thing is centered around this like nightclub in a sense. In the season 1, Cottonmouth ran the nightclub, played by Mahershala Ali. Fucking fantastic season. And then season 2, Black Mariah is in there, and I think with Bushmaster too. Bushmaster is part of that. The guy who plays Bushmaster, who played Jet in the Cowboy Bebop series, he is amazing in season 2 of Luke Cage. He demands every scene he's in. Like that man controls the scenes. There's every scene. I'm like, God,
Who does he play?
fooling Bushmaster. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
he's
cool,
Jamaican.
Cool. All right.
But anyway, at the end of the season 2, all these people are gone, and Luke Cage ends up taking over the nightclub. And in the trailer for the Daredevil series, there's a review about the nightclub from Luke Cage on a marquee.
Okay, that's cool then.
So they're like, "Oh yeah, Luke's here." So super pumped about that. But rumor is Jessica Jones will be in this season, and they're already shooting season 2 right now.
See, I was gonna say, wondering if they set this up to be continually just Daredevil, just like how it usually is, or if they're going to make this into another Defenders.
They're probably gonna introduce the Defenders in this per se, like mention them or like have little cameos here and there, because they knew that everyone, for the most part, everybody loved the Defenders show. Everybody hated the Iron Fist show, but we're okay with him in the Defenders. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it goes. I'm pumped. I hope we get the Defenders. I love me some Luke Cage. Love me some Jessica Jones. I love me some Iron Fist, though I didn't like the way that they portrayed him in the show. He's a lighthearted, very funny guy. They made him the Batman of this fucking thing. It was
Really?
fucking stupid.
Oh, wow.
Billionaire, just pouty white boy. When in the comic books, he is the comic relief. Him and Luke Cage, that's why they team up. Luke Cage, very serious man. Danny Rand, not so serious.
Are we getting the same Punisher from the Netflix series?
Yep.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah, he was
exact.
in the trailer.
It's literally same everything. But hopefully they can change a couple things. Maybe get some without saying anything. Just change some things that they didn't like, and then act like it never happened.
What did you like about the
I don't like no, Punisher is fine. There's a couple things like Iron Fist. We just act like season 1 and 2 never happened.
Okay.
And whole new same character. We can keep the same character. I'm fine with him. But maybe just change his personality. Because that's like what James Gunn did with the DC EU and the DCU. When people are like, well, what's canon, what's not? He's like, whatever we decide to be. He goes, if you accept it or not, that's up to you.
Yep. No, I like that. He really pushed the whatever your head canon is, that's canon.
Yeah. So, because they're like, well, Peacemaker season 1, is that canon to season 2? He's like, everything but the end where they run into the Justice League. Yep. And they're like, oh. And he's like, yeah. He goes, are you okay with that? Like, it's one minute scene. It's just not part. Yep. So, I'm pumped. I'm also pumped for Captain America. So,
yeah, me too.
The more I see of this Red Hulk,
just the more I see the trailers. All the action. It looks.
Are we gonna see that as a group?
Great.
Yeah, we're gonna see that as a group. I'm down. Also, real quick, because the internet's fucking stupid, per usual.
Yeah, fucking idiots.
They released a scene from Captain America: Brave New World, and again, as we all know, I haven't received it as well as everybody else. I was like, the movie looks mid. It looks fine. It's not something I'm pumped for originally. But they released a scene of Red Hulk punching Captain America, and like he goes flying and he binks up off the car.
I saw this.
And people are like making fun of, oh, he's a pinball. Like, why is he doing that? This, that, and the other. And it's as if people forgot that his suit was made by the Wakandans, and they have I
can't remember what it's called.
The vibranium, but what they do is like it absorbs impact. So all it was doing was that,
absorbing
and it was even showing the purple effect.
the
Every time he
purple
got
is
hit, it was like
literally
boom,
around
boom,
his suit,
boom.
and everyone's like, "The fuck? That makes zero sense."
People are fucking stupid.
I'm like, bro,
People got.
I criticize them whenever I can, but at least make sense when you do.
See, my thing is,
Fucking idiots.
to that. People are too caught up on like we all know. People are too caught up on comic accuracy, manga accuracy. We get that. The Marvel MCU has gone on for so long that I think at this point, just as long as the MCU made sense.
Yes,
like
I
don't
agree.
give a shit what the comic books are saying. As long as the MCU made it make sense, now just keep it going.
I gave up on the comic book.
Exactly, like
accuracy.
just for real.
I'm with you.
If I see it in the MCU, I'm like, all right, let's go back to the MCU. Did it make sense in the MCU? Sure. Then yeah.
Like, I'm all for continuity, but the community just fucking is out there looking for reasons to hate everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a lot of
Like,
people.
you're just looking as close as possible at every single little detail. Just accept it as it is.
If anything,
If you like it, you like it. If you don't,
yep.
Move on.
See, that's a really good point because I think if anything, them pointing out that small part out of all the trailers kind of shows that it looks pretty good to people because
people were complaining about the lighting and stuff like that, but I mean,
that's all.
they were
people are always
complaining about the lighting
this.
and color editing
I know.
of Deadpool and Wolverine.
And yeah, no,
these
for
are
real.
people who are sitting at home clocking into McDonald's.
Probably have no fucking clue what
we're good.
What even tint means.
Yeah, but we'll wrap it up right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
The lesson we learned today is no killing.
What?
No
Where did you get that
killing.
from?
All right, yeah. So we'll see you,
Yeah.
Space Cowboys, later.